as the Packers get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Charles, you talk about this defense, and they're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up. And he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
On one, ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On one, ready? 11 MT. 11 MT.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Jamie Gillen now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. The give is to Jones. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 4. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 5. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Play action. It's Burrow.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now it's Burrow. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go. Ready? 11 coming.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Burrow will throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Here's Burrow. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Sanders' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Back to throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll drop to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points,
but
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. After this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for him. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Christian Wilkins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man. It's White. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Quiddy Pay able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Miami. White now to return.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
11, Thomas.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
On the return, it's White. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter,